again, day 3. Weather it was beautiful, but it now looks like very, very dark. I actually haven't brought my waterproof with me, so I might have to be darting back into those dodgy, scary woods to take cover in a minute. I was thinking this morning as I got up how few people have worked this ground as intimately as me. The farmer works this field in his tractor. I can see it's been ploughed. He knows it. He's driving right over all this stuff that I'm finding. Go back before mechanical agriculture, there were people working the land here. They would have known the weather here and the sounds and the slight undulations in the land like I'm getting to know them. But before that, it was our Roman friends who were living here. This is quite interesting. I've just noticed this little tiny, what I thought was a bead. And I tried to clean it and it's giving off this amazing kind of ochre coloured paint. I was actually just cleaning a pot mend that I found. This is a fragment of lead that's been used to fix a hole in a pot. And lead was used a bit like plastic, just sort of chuck it in anywhere to sort of plug a hole. So that is a pot mend, probably medieval, but it's hard to tell, it could be Roman. But then I found this, which is more, I thought was a bead. I'm just going to try drawing on something with it to see if we can make some marks. So I haven't really found anything like this up here, so yeah, look. Makes a nice line. It's not terracotta. I've run out before I finished my fox. Don't know what that was. Very nice to draw with anyway. We've got us a nice big green coin here. Not a Roman coin, I don't think. It's nice and flat. This one is dated 1990. So we've got 2 pennies now. What should we spend it on? There are deer just up there in the field. Perhaps they're getting used to me now. They used to run away. Here's a lovely find. It's the edge of a bell. And I just don't know how bells get broken like this. I really don't. What a lovely find. This is made of a tough material. I think this is like a kind of pewter tin mix. Pretty sure I've read about this before because I found edges of bells before. Quite interesting because you can kind of tell how big the bell was by looking at it. I'm sure there's a maths equation to work this out, but you can kind of imagine how big that would be. Let's draw a circle with it and see. I think it's about that big. Compared to my hand, it's like a handbell. What a lovely looking thing. I don't know why these things get broken and left in fields. I really don't. It's a mystery. I don't believe it. I think we've just found another fragment of that bell. It is! Oh my goodness. Do they fit? Now we're getting a picture of what it looks like, aren't we? How amazing is that? Cool. I'm not sure they are. Oh yes, maybe that is part of it. Yes it is, it does match. Wow, that's really cool. Another penny. This time it's stuck in the side of the hole. I don't know how the deist picked it up because it's edge on to the machine. I think it looks like the same again. Looks like I've knocked it with the spade. Ah, he's facing a different way this time, I think. So maybe a different date. 1902. Hear a skylark. Even the worms are hiding from me today. So far we've got 2 Edwardian pennies and a ring pull and 2 edges of a bell, and it's lunchtime. I feel like I'm running out of time. Finally! I think I might have just found something, but I'm sorry I've got my mic on my hat. It looks like a kind of like cute little pom-pom. I hope it's working. Okay, right, let me turn you around. I think I've got something. What I'm doing this time is working the other way up and down. I've just heard a signal, so let's see what it is. Here it is in the hole. Is it possible? I think it... Oh no! Cruel world! So cruel. So mean. It's a button. Oh. This is my new technique. So I've just finished a row here and you see I've dug a hole. And then I've moved my detector one big pace to here to do the next row. Then I've moved my bag there. Now that's going to be my marker for when I come back. And up the other end I've left my coat. So I'm kind of using visual markers now. I'm leaving my spade behind, which should be a good omen because that will probably mean I find something and I need my spade. In some ways, the fact that I haven't found anything means that I did a good job yesterday. You've got to take your wins, haven't you, where you can. So yeah, that's good. It means I was diligent. I checked. I did a good job. I mean, if I find anything, and we now have a signal, because I left my spade behind, you see. Let's go and get it. If I don't find anything, it means I'm diligent. If I do find something, it means I found something. So it's a win-win. It's another button. So I did miss something, so it's worth doing. Another poppin. So that's 2 poppins, 2 pennies, 2 parts of a bell, and 2 buttons. What we need now is 2 Roman coins. It's 2:30 and I was pretty much losing the will to live here. And I just passed this pile of fox poo. I'll turn you around. There it is. And here, right next to it, I think I might have found my first decent thing of the day, which I'm very much hoping is a coin. Knowing my luck, it's going to be a button, but no, it does feel like a coin. I'm going to clean it. Hooray! Hooray and hooray! I wasn't going to give up, but I was literally getting quite close to giving up. Thank you, Fox Poo, for the heads up. let this be a coin. It's got the weight of a coin, but I can't see anything on it. Kind of feels a little bit too round almost to be a Roman coin. I'm wondering if it might be a button. Not sure about that one. Well, that's it. I've run out of energy. I think I've done pretty well. 3 days. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I found, I think in total, 6 Roman coins, Roman artefact, and a medieval weight, and a few other bits of interesting stuff. But today has been definitely quiet on the Roman front. So I think I'm going to head back now, have a look at my finds in total, and round up this expedition, and look forward to the next time that I can come here. Just got back to my studio and I'm on a workbench scattered with artefacts, amazing bits of ceramic and all sorts of different things, and I found loads of bits of Roman here. But a bit of a surprise, scrap bucket surprise. I found this, and I honestly thought it was a piece of barbed wire because it's so sharp. It came out of the ground obviously covered in mud, and I saw this part and I thought it was the curly bit of the barbed wire, and I put it in my scrap bag. Well, it turns out it's a 2nd century Roman brooch. It's called a disc brooch, and it would have had on the front possibly some kind of repoussé type design, which would have been soldered on, because this apparently looks like it could be the remnants of some solder. So another reminder, everyone, to check your scrap really carefully, because you just never know what you might have thrown away that might actually be really good. I've never seen a Roman pin, and they are seriously sharp. I mean, that would go through any fabric, wouldn't it? So I'm absolutely delighted with that. Perhaps it wasn't such a fruitless search after all on that last day. Also some nice fragments of coppery, bronzy type material. And the coin that I thought might be a button, it turns out it is a coin. It does seem to me to have some detail on it, which I think suggests that it is in fact a coin. I think this side has what I thought looked like a bust. So yeah, I think actually it's been a pretty fruitful search after all that, and yeah, I'm really delighted to have found a brooch. That's fantastic, and now I just can't wait to get back. Take me back, take me back. I look forward to showing you all again what I'm finding. Thanks to everyone for being here and for helping me to identify some of the stranger objects. Really fantastic to have your help. Take care.